They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Works the middle of the field. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Going with the ground game left. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Peters. Fires to the big fella.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. from the gun to give, looking for room. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds a man on the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They want to throw it. Big fella moving. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. He's only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Central Michigan is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Chippewas fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
The give to the tailback. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. He's got it again. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll take it on the return. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down the field explosive.
Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
A strike downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Peters. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. And the explosive play in there. Move all the way to the 44. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame always comes up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick who just find their way to the football. Second tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, tough guys that are...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Cardinals will punt it away on fourth down. What a terrible, terrible shame. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Powers through the defender. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the 1st down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. Smashes through the tackle. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the back over the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Stewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
And the returner will be brought down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it down the field. They've got to score points.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Got a man. It's Gilliam. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He's going to run it. That should be the final play of the first half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. What a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They've barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Peters. Using the quick game. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Quickly to the tight end. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It is. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys
breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big...
Time running out, and he goes down. at the 34.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job on the defense with communication there.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just
Unleashes one deep. To the end zone and is picked off.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
To throw, it's Peters. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Gilliam. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback's
headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense headed back out on the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job. Blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Hand off from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll leave it with him. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the gun, the inside give. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance. Toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Finds his tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Thanks to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. The Cardinals buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, that's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that somewhere to the ground.
Surging forward on the sneak.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an
Oh, he's got some space. Bust through behind his pad. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back, finding open areas. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They tack a little more onto this lead, and
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for
turning it on. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Coates. They get to him as he throws. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
Love the 3rd down call. Throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. If there's time to pad the stats. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.